Podcast, and we're back. Episode 112.
112.
112. What's your favorite 112 song?
Cupid.
That's beautiful.
Walking down the aisle to the instrumental. Said it before. Say it again.
You should have somebody play it on harp.
Oh, bitch, you talking spicy.
You should.
Ooh, maybe a little
violinist. You only get married once. That or a harp.
Yeah, you get married with a
I honestly, please no. I'm gonna be very honest. Please don't do a violin.
Why? You don't like jazz? You don't like violinists?
Please, I like violin. I don't want to hear a violin. I don't know. It has. If
harp is beautiful. Don't get.
If it's gonna be a violin, it has to have something else with it because this violin is very strong.
I love violins. I have a deep-seated appreciation for woodwind instruments, saxophones, and
I don't think a harp can even play the song. Can the harp? Probably.
Yeah, the harp could do it.
Okay, I would say a violin, but
honestly,
it has to be very soft tone.
Even a piano. Piano would belt that shit. Like, you get somebody to really play the piano and belt that shit out.
Mm-hmm. That would be good. I like Anywhere. We can do it anyway.
Great runner-up.
All white.
All white?
Mm-hmm. The video wasn't all white.
I thought you was talking about all white.
A wedding?
Yeah.
No.
I've seen it.
No, me too. I've seen an all white wedding.
I love an all black wedding.
I love
all black. I might have to do that.
Nice. Do you have a song mood of the week?
I do. I am gonna give a shout out to Juicy Fruit, JUCEEFROOT. Song Wristwork. And let me tell you how I found this motherfucker. So the show that you told me to watch on HBO, the LA show. With the kids from LA,
the
Sweet Black kids,
the Issa Rae show. You know the Issa Rae show?
Yeah. So they, you know how they put up the songs and they tell you the artists and everything. So I was like,
oh, you started
this
it?
shit came on. Yeah, I'm on like episode 2.
It's reality.
It's not bad. I gotta get over my facial reactions with them. You know,
why? I do.
You know, with the reality TV with the fake drama, but then I get into the storyline. I'm like, yeah, that bitch is shiesty as hell.
Girl. And they regular people. That's why I like it.
Exactly. And they're just doing like dope boss shit. So I heard that song on there. I was like, oh, let me go look at this. So the song is Wristwork. I'm feeling it.
It's fast.
Cash money shit.
It's a girl.
Wristwork too. She's a woman. Yes. Down south. From down south. She's featured on P Valley a lot. And when they score their show, a lot of her songs pop up.
Okay.
So she's good. Check her out. The name of the album or the EP she put that song on is called Black Sheep.
Okay.
I like her. Yeah.
And mine is, her name is Ambre. Like ombre, but Ambre. I don't know how she popped up on my timeline, but I know like Kalani, a few artists like follow her.
Okay.
And then I went to her EP. Her EP is called 3000 Degrees. It just has a degree sign, but it's really good.
Oh yeah, I gotta check that out.
She's really good. I love her voice. It's just different. She reminds me of a Janae, like, you know, like those girls and stuff. They have that unique voice and stuff like that.
Soulfulness. Okay. Definitely gotta check her out.
It's really good.
And let's get into the thick of the bullshit.
Crazy shit of the week. I like that.
Crazy shit of the week. It's just like, because sometimes it's not celebrity shit. Sometimes we delve into politics. Sometimes we human rights. Sometimes it's mostly these celebrities, but they're bullshit. But you know what? Shit just be crazy during the week. So let's see what's going on.
Breezy. He's in town tonight. His concert.
Yeah. His Madison Square Garden. Let me make sure I can talk this episode. His Madison Square Garden show. I think he did it on Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, I think Ariel had went.
Sold out both dates.
Yeah.
I heard the show was good. It's just the only thing that I heard people saying is like there's just no cohesiveness between Lil Baby and Chris Brown. It's like two different concepts.
Yeah, I thought that when
yeah, because I even said how are they gonna kind of blend it, but they don't blend it. It's just Chris Brown, Lil Baby.
But that's how it is with open acts, though, right? No. Usually. Well, if it's an R&B show, it's an R&B singers opening up.
See, I haven't gone to enough collaborated concerts to know.
What do you mean collaborative?
Because Lil Baby's a rapper, Chris Brown's an R&B singer, so they collab to go on tour together. But it's like they're both headliners.
And that's true. And their fans are kind of on
opposite sides. Yeah, that's what they were saying. They're like, the people that were there for Chris Brown, you could clearly see the people that were there for Chris Brown, and then the people that were there for Lil Baby.
That's true.
Clearly,
that's true.
Yeah, it's not like the On the Run tour with Beyonce and Jay-Z where they integrated and they remixed their songs into each other. Why not? Hip hop and an R&B.
No, I meant like.
But they're married, so it's easier for them to mesh their stuff
because then they got songs together too. But like who
like Lil Baby and Chris? Do Lil Baby and Chris Brown got any songs together?
I think one. Girl, I don't on the new album.
Yeah.
Ain't he on a new album?
Yeah, he is. That song ain't enough.
It's weird. It's not weird. It's just different because it's like.
But I've heard good things though.
Yeah, so I like that he the pick and choose, like he picks what song he's gonna perform and stuff like that.
So if you want to hear Poppin', but you want to hear Ain't No Way, or you want to hear Take You Down, he lets you choose.
Ariel said she had a good time.
Interactive. That's what I'm saying. I heard
she went by herself. She said she had fun.
I love going to. I've been to 2 concerts by myself. I love it. I love it. I don't know if I want to do it when when shit calms down in this world.
Yeah, because I ain't getting fucking monkeypox. You got one time to brush up against me, bitch.
We gonna talk about that, but
one time.
Lord.
Shit.
But $1,000 for a meet and greet.
I'm with it.
With Chris Brown.
I'm with it. If I had it, I'd do it. I'm doing every kind of poses. How many poses do you get? 3?
1. I'm sure you get 1. We ain't seen multiples with them. Well, no, the one girl had her prom pose and then she jumped in his arms. I mean, for $1,000, I love that he's giving the people their money's worth. I don't know who I'd pay $1,000 to do a meet and greet with.
J. Cole.
I don't know if I would, and I love J. Cole.
Beyonce.
I feel like there's a way.
Would you do $1,000 for one of your favorite makeup artists masterclass? Meet and greet?
Different. Me jumping on top of J. Cole and taking a picture ain't gonna make me no money. A masterclass, that's gonna make me.
But it's an experience, right? I feel like
because we did talk about when Beyonce go on tour.
Yeah.
I might want to experience the pit. That's $1,000.
I feel like now, as we're getting up in age, I feel like because we've done things.
Yes.
I feel like now we need to do things for the experience.
We need to do it on the level that we want to be, and the level that
not just
all
because
deserve. Like, don't dumb it down. Like, if we're gonna, I've been talking about it. The experiences that I've been having with going out to certain places. I used to be on some. Well, maybe the people around me didn't want to pay this price, or I don't want to spend this much money and have maybe more of a feeble mindset. But I was younger and I allotted to what my pockets could do. But really planning and going to curated events that cost a little bit more money, the experiences have been better. They've just been different. So $1,000, I'm trying to think. I'm to meet Beyonce.
She won't do $1,000. I feel like it'll be more.
No, it's not gonna be $1,000 for Beyonce. But for say the price range is $1,000.
I feel like it's good though because for $1,000,
Janet Jackson.
Not for me.
But no, I'm saying for me. I need to see Janet Jackson perform.
But you would want to meet her? You pay $1,000?
I don't know. That's I don't know if I would
do
pay
it for Michael Jackson. I would definitely pay $1,000 to meet Michael Jackson.
Paying upward of $1.5 million for that goal.
I'm giving her arm, Michael Jackson. Yeah.
I don't know.
Billie Jean. I'm doing all of it.
I don't know who. Maybe I would pay $1,000 for J. Cole if I get to talk to him for 30 minutes. I want to chop it up. I don't know what I'm gonna say. Don't worry. J. Cole. I pay $1,000 for Drake.
Yes, you would, Sasha. Please.
$1,000. No, the thing is,
that's your man.
Because I feel like I could finesse my way into these places. I feel like.
Girl, not security.
Tits.
And monkeypox and COVID.
Y'all see what the gym doing to my titties?
Period.
And no,
I mean, I would like. I feel like the girls that paid $1,000. I feel like they're fan fans.
Yeah, and I get it. I ain't thinking it. I appreciate that he's really interacting with them.
I've never seen a fan photo. Well, I have seen some
during COVID. Motherfuckers was hundreds of dollars for meet and greets, and people had plexiglass up. I wish I would pay $1,000.
Oh my God,
I got
who had that? I seen that. Who was that?
I can't even name the
shit.
artist.
Who was it?
I can't.
I saw it.
I can't name it, but I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Who was that?
Just don't do the meet and greet. If you so scared of COVID, don't do a meet and greet.
Damn, I forgot who it was. I remember that fucking picture.
$500 upwards.
Me either.
To talk to you through incarceration glass like we in the jail. Fuck out of here. You dumb? You're
As
dumb and
hell.
you're stupid. But yeah, shout out to Chris Brown and Lil Baby for their tour. I like that. Let us get into this.
Did I add this? Or did you?
You did.
Okay.
The girls are upset. And let me tell you something. I don't be agreeing with all the girls. But when I say people have been wilding with this specifically, and this has been a very
ongoing.
big topic.
Mm-hmm.
It's been ongoing. And we gotta touch on it. We gotta touch on it. Especially as two women that sometimes we don't want to do our own fucking hair.
Black women at that.
Black women with a different type of hair, different type of maintenance, all that.
Mm-hmm.
The girls are being ridiculous with the hair prices.
I seen something on there when they were like,
can I say they're being ridiculous?
Knotless braids. Yes, you can. Knotless braids for $600, $900. Like for me, I know for a fact for me, I'm not gonna do it for one because during quarantine, I learned how to do my own like knotless braids.
Shout outs to you.
And the next person that I will let, actually the next two people I will let braid my hair would be Chanel, and if I go to Baltimore, Kiara.
There you go.
Like those are the next two, but it's like
not all the girls got the means and the actions. Like me, I know that
but
I can't braid. I can't teach myself how to braid.
I would even because they're not doing, they're doing knotless. I can even recommend 2 African spots out here that I like, and now we're knotless braids.
And they're doing knotless?
They're doing knotless. I don't play with that. They're doing knotless.
This is not to offend anybody, but the African hair braiders, they'll do box braids in your fucking head.
That's all, I know, like the 2 shops there. That's all that's all they offer.
Yeah, it's an adaptation thing because the girls want knotless. They want a more natural look.
It's less tension.
Less tension on your hair. We ain't pulling out edges and we not scalping scalps. But $700, $800, upwards of $1,000 to get braids done, and knotless is supposed to be less hair,
and they don't
less
last
time
long,
consuming. Exactly, because it's a more natural style, so it's more feeded into your hair, as opposed to box braids, where box braids are going to last a little bit longer because it's on top of the hair, as opposed to more natural style. It's just a protective style. I do think that the girls are wilding. I do think that some of the things that are not included, because I'm not gonna hold you. I said that I had to learn how to do my hair for a minute because I just couldn't pay the prices in beauty salons. I couldn't afford it. And we used to get our hair washed.
Yeah, here we go. 7 hours, $780. Hair is included in the price, but the hair altogether is like $50.
Hair,
all the packs you need is $50.
Exactly, and then on top of that, are you charging more? Because now we got to go shoulder length. We got to go mid-back.
But look,
we got to go waist length.
Now they are charging for the type of part you want. Triangle part.
This girl right here.
Zigzag part.
This girl right here, and I don't know where she's from, where she's located. Her prices are ridiculous. Because I just saw a girl that's in our area that I might hit up. And I even think she's a little steep because for what I would want would go upwards of $400, $450. I went and looked.
A $250 squeeze in fee, $60 to mix colors, $85 if your hair is long, I
thought they wanted your hair long. I thought the girls wanted your hair more than 3 to 4 inches, which that is understandable because if you want something seamless,
$120 for triangle parts. I'm fighting.
I'm not booking.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm fighting the screen. Like,
yeah, you gonna tussle.
Like,
I'm gonna punch air.
And this,
120 for triangle
and
parts.
This all goes back. I don't know if
Where is this girl located? Because her business.
It didn't say. It didn't say.
It's in Atlanta.
No, she's different. This is the girl they offer something else. But
$250 squeeze in fee.
If I need my hand, and I'm getting a braid wig. If I got it that bad, I'm getting me a motherfucking braid wig.
There was a girl on TikTok. She was like, "Oh, when they're charging $500 for distressed butterfly locks, faux butterfly locks, and when you find a $65 wig on Amazon and you do it yourself, and that shit looks fire."
That's what I'm doing. I'm wearing soft locks, and I was looking. I'm actually the end of the month of August. I'm going down to Baltimore and Kiara's doing my hair.
And I get it that not all the girls have the means to like sit there and have somebody do it. Like, we have people that we can actually go to. I have my sister that can do some certain type of crochet and protective styles, but I feel like the beauty industry I'm in the beauty industry, so I get it. And do charge your worth. But don't tax people and rob people at the same time. Those price $120 for parting, that's highway robbery.
Yeah.
$250 squeezing fee, that's ridiculous. Now, same day fees do apply.
It's $85 if you want.
That should apply. $85. I've seen people charge for color, but I've never seen these. I can
understand if he was dark, but this hair is already colored.
At that point, I can bring my own. Tell me the brand that you use. If you don't, I will get a reputable brand. I watch the girl. She knows how to mix the colors. She taught me how to mix it on TikTok. How you can mix the colors in if you want the ombre effect. I saw a girl charging about $30 for ombre colored hair. I thought that was kind of pricey. There are girls, and I don't get it twisted. I've heard the myths. I'm gonna call them myths because I ain't never seen it. I've heard the myths of girls paying thousands of dollars for braids.
What's her name?
Even back in the day. But that was some celebrity shit.
But what's her name? The YouTuber, one of the twins, Arnell and
Yes.
Remember, she had Twitter in an uproar because she paid over, I think, $1,000.
Yeah, $1,200 because
the girl
had used to pay $1,200 for box braids.
She did Beyonce hair. Bitch, I ain't Beyonce. I don't give a fuck if I'm a YouTuber and doing top content. No.
$700 for knotless braids. The human hair is not even gonna be that much.
No.
Even if I'm going to do human hair. Right?
And they're going to last. They're not going to last at all. They're not because
so I gotta pay. Let me say this: whoever buying it, kudos to them. I hope their pockets can afford it. I cannot. $780 for any hairstyle will never be seen by me.
I know I'm not going to do it because how I am. I don't know if it's because it was always my mom that always did it. Like when I was younger, if my hair would get fuzzy, she would take it out and do it. And that's how it is now. Like if it gets fuzzy or something like that, I'm taking it out. Or I'm asking Chanel to do the front over. Yeah. I cannot.
So
and
how
I'm
much
not
charging for touch-ups. $500.
Probably.
That's nasty work. Y'all, that's robbery at that point. Charge your worth. Don't dumb your prices down for anybody. But $780 for a particular hairstyle, we're not gonna sit here and act like that's normal.
Did you see the TikTok? I don't know if it was a joke because it was on Twitter, but then her TikTok, the comments were off when she was like, if you fall asleep, she's charging you an extra fee if you fall asleep in the chair.
Yeah, no nod fee.
Yeah, no nod fee.
Nod fee or something. I hope that was a joke.
Makeup is different.
The way that the techniques of makeup, you're bound to fall asleep.
That's what I said.
And your eyes are closed.
When you're doing and the stuff and if the stuff that you use is normally not cold, but it's normally a calming thing. So it's like, okay, even when my hair, you're running your fingers through my hair,
and I could get it, but then you wake me up. Or even if I've had some clients, they are nodding off the whole fucking time. I push the head back. Not in an aggressive manner, but I'm just going to tilt your head back and position you in the way I want. Sometimes I want you to fall asleep. Right. It's easier for me, especially if you get the people that don't nod forward. Right. You get the people that tilt their head back and sleep backwards. It's better for me to put your makeup on. It's going to be easier for me. Like, I know nod fee for braids. Y'all bugging. Come on, man. Y'all taxing.
And you know what it is?
Like that. Don't do people like that.
I saw this somewhere. I believe it was on Twitter as well, or maybe Instagram. But they were saying like the hairstylists now, and even like certain girls that I'm just gonna say hairstylists. Now they're doing those prices so they just can be able to flex with a new car or flex with designer bags and you know what I'm saying, and things like that. If you just look at majority, like with some
they're a little bit in the beauty industry, a lot of the girls are a little bit more on the materialistic side, as opposed to it's like the ones that want to educate, the ones that want to be educators in it, and then they have the ones that they want to flex out, they want to stun out, because it's very easy. Beauty is always going to be an industry that is going to be a residual income, or you're going to
it's very acceptable to me is makeup artists and the motherfuckers that do wigs. You know what? They prices be too much.
No, but then motherfuckers don't think that makeup is that serious.
Oh no, it is, because I can't do what you do.
You listen. I hear what you're saying.
Like when they say cheerleading not a sport, that's fucked up.
Yeah, because first of all, it's one of the most That's one of the most that sport has some of the most physicality. So I don't know what they be talking about.
It might be one now, but remember how they used to
do a Batman into somebody's motherfucking hand.
I feel like those are the only two that I feel like that's like when the wigs.
The girls don't want to hear that.
The wigs and what's the call?
And I love when they say, "Well, I can go somewhere cheaper," or when you charge them, you want me to come to your house? They don't want to pay a travel fee. Or there was a woman that hit me up. She hit me up on Friday. I told her, I'm giving you an FYI. You're going back and forth about if you want to get your makeup done. You're coming to me for a service. You can go and get makeup products and go try to do it yourself, but more than likely it's not going to come out the way you want
and they know it's not. So I don't know why.
So, but you're hitting me up, then you stop. Give me your price and then you stop. You tell me you're going to book, then you stop. Then you hit me up Sunday morning trying to come within an hour and a half of my time when I don't have any
girl,
clients.
bye.
And then I tell you it's going to be a $25 same day fee. $25. I know some girls, they don't even open their books. You book on a Sunday with them, it's $200 upward for makeup because it's a Sunday. I tell you I'm charging you an extra $25. You're like, oh, that's out of my price range.
Girl, you know that's why, like, not $25.
The foundation that I use on my clients,
right,
is
not
it's
$25.
70% of the fucking fee that I charge.
That's why I really would. That's why, like, certain things, like I would say, like if Chanel's not available to do my braids, something like that, I would try to search for like a braid or stuff like that. That's why I pray to God that they have like their pricing on bookings. Because for me, like, if I had to ask, and if it's not the price that, you know what I'm saying, like, I just be like,
that's why I keep
with braids,
my price list.
with braids, because I'm not like, no.
Everything's on my booking site, and I keep my price list, right? I have the screenshots of all my pricing. I even, a lot of makeup artists don't even answer DMs. I'm open to DMs because I'm still building my clientele. Send me the style that you want. I'll have motherfuckers sitting here, well, I just want something real natural. They'll send me a whole full
What is natural?
It depends. There is clean makeup, there's natural makeup, there's beat, but then there's the makeups that are considered natural because they don't do a lot of eyeshadow or they don't have like a whole bunch of eyeshadow colors. So that can be considered a natural glam. So maybe you're using one eyeshadow or you're not using any eyeshadow at all. So it's natural as opposed to your eyes are, the skin is more focused. I hate when people say they don't want lashes because I feel like it doesn't complete a look.
Doesn't.
If you request it, they ain't gonna change the price though.
No, I'm just saying, does natural include lashes or they?
Yeah, it includes lashes. Usually, I always offer short to medium length lashes, and then if you want longer length and mink lashes, then that's when I charge extra because that shit's not cheap.
Val told you from the beginning.
She did. And I did raise my prices.
As you should.
I got back down to build up my clientele.
The only thing I would say is
my price will be going back up once I go to this makeup course.
This one person that did braids or whatever, and I was just looking at their work, and I'm like, this is not. I'm sorry, like it's just not like especially like when I say like because my braids are always done crisp, like they're always done clean. When Chanel does them or when Kiara, like they come crisp and clean. That's why I want my shit crisp and clean.
Shit. I'm not paying.
When I see shit, I'm like, I would never pay with this shit.
On that page, the Facebook group page that I be getting clients from, there was a girl on there running a $99 special, and they are some of the worst braids I've ever seen in my life.
When people comment, they was doing it. It'd be kind of rude in that.
They're very rude in there. Somebody said maybe you need to practice a little bit more. Like, don't run a 99. Like, I wouldn't pay $100 even for that.
It was feeding.
It was bad. I don't know what to call that. But charge your worth, but don't rob people at the same time.
Charge your worth, but know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, she can't charge her worth because her worth is trash. Her worth is $10. But if she practice, she can get better.
Sorry, baby. It's just. Oh my God, is he eating it?
Slowly but surely. Feel so accomplished when your dog finally eat.
No, he's listening. Y'all, please look at the requirements for the monkeypox vaccine.
And I'm gonna be honest, we might not spend a lot of time on this because I still need to gauge information on this, but the CDC, I hate them niggas. They're being very tight-lipped and being very subjective. Not subjective, they're being very, I don't know, one-sided to who this monkeypox who this
targets.
Infection targets, because I just don't understand why they're limited it to gay and bisexual men alone, and then putting out stuff like it comes from Africa. But I've seen majority of white men infected by this right now.
But when I saw that or whatever, I had, because I was talking in the group chat with Kiera and Bianca, and I had Googled I literally typed in, how does one contract monkey, and I guess it was a top search because people look. I didn't,
because the cases are rising.
I didn't see that. I don't know what article. It was an article. I think it was like a day ago. That wasn't in there.
That's
about gay.
But
that wasn't in there.
This is the vaccine requirements for New York. So the
New
vaccine
York
requirements are different everywhere.
Because
that alone doesn't make sense.
Because that article, it did not say anything about gay, bisexual. It said none of that.
Monkeypox can be transmitted just by me going like this.
That's why I said I'm staying in my
clothes, all that kind of stuff.
Like, yeah, damn laundromat.
Laundromat. I know the public ones that I'm
about to start
doing packages. They say don't buy if you buy clothes from the stores.
Wash it right
away. I just tried on some shit that I'm washing it. I wash it right away, but I tried it.
I was about to do it in my damn tub.
I wash the stuff in the bucket because I did laundry already, so I'm in between. So it's weird, but they're trying to put it in like they're not calling it an STD or an STI, but they're saying it's sexually transmitted through bodily fluids.
They're not gonna ask because you got monkeypox.
Yeah, and they don't know until them fucking blisters come up on their fucking all over their body.
It's high in New York. Kiera just said something where they said it's in Maryland. I forgot. I think it's like 60. I don't know. It's something.
It's in Jersey, but I don't know what the number and the cases are. It's like coming up. It's in like about 74 different places.
How did they come up with this conclusion that it was the population?
I think maybe because I guess from the infected, a lot of people were identifying as being gay or bisexual.
Were they really though?
And that's the thing. They did the same shit with AIDS, and AIDS wiped out the number for years. I don't even know what the numbers are now. They were pushing AIDS, gay disease, and come to show.
That was so sad. I remember that
Black women were the number one people dying.
And I remember that when I was younger. I remember cause stuff. Yeah, I remember that them pushing saying AIDS was. I remember that, and that was so fucking. That was so.
That was
ignorant.
Part of an agenda for people be in an uproar, for them to have mass hysteria. Because they wanted people to rebel against homosexuality, and this is gonna do the same thing.
Every time you I think of Mean Girls, where he said they're homosexual.
Like they're gonna do the same thing. Like when Trump sat there and said COVID was a Chinese disease, all the Asian hate crimes. They're gonna people are gonna target gay people for this again, just like they did with HIV. This breeds stigma and hate.
But think that was the only. Because I remember you
could go to the fucking
Kiera had said that.
Get some shit and get monkeypox.
Yeah, she said. She was like, I was like, how does it? She was like, well, she said, is they saying the LGBT community? I was like, that's when I Googled, and I was like, but this article don't say that.
Exactly, and it's different for different places because they, like I said, that's the New York vaccine requirements. Jersey's requirements might be different. Rhode Island's requirements are different. California's requirements are definitely not going to be geared where it's like just gay. You got to be gay or bisexual only to get the vaccine.
That's so weird. It's so ignorant.
Like I need more.
Because anybody can identify anything at any time. You know what I'm saying?
Dumb. It's just stupid. Like if you don't have all the information, just say that. Don't do shit like this.
I'm never.
Freaky ass dog. Yeah, go get that grip. Yeah. To the left.
Are you kidding me?
To the left.
That monkey is as big as you.
On the head,
He's
boy.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, you ain't got the right grip. Get your grip right, boy.
Okay, I see you play it. Miss Girl. I love when they have when all the black babies that are young get into all of these flowers and all of these schools.
Young too.
Yes, Miss Elena
Annalie.
I was like Annalie. Okay, Annalie Wicker. I know that's right.
Yeah.
Already accepted into medical school, and she finishes what'd she say?
She
finishes two undergrad degrees.
So probably the undergraduate degrees are probably health related, but baby is on her way to becoming probably the youngest doctor. I don't know in history, but
I have a question.
One of the youngest doctors in history.
So say if she gets her doctorate at like 16, she's able to be somebody's doctor at 16?
She has the schooling. She's formally trained, but it ain't gonna be 16. If she's
I was gonna like
medical schools at least.
Well, not 16. I mean like 17, 18.
Yeah, but whenever she finishes, like let's say for whatever reason she finishes and she gets her doctorate by the time she's 18, she can practice medicine.
I'm glad they do that.
As long as she practices her MCATs and go whatever specialty, and then she got to do general medicine before she goes into her specialty. But baby, she's on her way.
Like, and she's
18,
like
she's going to be a.
She got to worry. She done. Like she can live. Like she done. She got to do no more school. No more school. I know that's right.
But she's doing all of it now, so young, and that's probably better. Your mind ripe, is fresh. You ain't got to deal with memory loss, and brain fog, and life.
And then she could be able to like go out to parties if she want to go to. She ain't got to worry about. She got to stay up and study.
I feel like something about her gives me old soul.
You think so? I feel like she giving me sass with them, with the hair.
I like her
and the smile. I get bitches.
I fucks with Alina. I fucks with Alina. She's doing what she's supposed to do. Let me tell you something. She could be my doctor.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right, girl.
As long as I want to see more people like me that look like us in medical facilities and these hospitals, because I feel like they might care about us a little bit more. Bias is bias, but I feel like she's going to take really, really good care of her patients. So shout out to sis.
Med school.
We breaking it down?
Break it down.
Let's break it down, y'all. It's been a lot of things. It's been a lot of things identified this week, and a lot of conversations that can be had from the topics that have been brought up. And this one was actually submitted by one of our listeners. Not telling you who.
Shanny.
Oh, fucking bitch. Come on.
She the only we are the only ones that submit.
Trying to get some zhuzh. They're not the only
sorry,
ones.
it's just so funny because
I've gotten some topics from some other people, but I don't talk to them motherfuckers no more. But you're a piece of shit, because definitely was her. But this is,
let me play it.
Let's play this. Let's play this clip.
Girlfriend, boyfriend.
Pause. Okay, here we go.
We were girlfriend, boyfriend, maybe about a year into your graduate school. I lost my job. I had always had jobs in terms.
I don't have to watch.
Never had to
Nobody can
He's a provider. Like that's just who he is by nature. He's the person who, if we go out for drinks, he's gonna slap his card on the bar and pay for everyone's drinks. So to not be able to do that was taking a toll on
him. It was messing me up. So I was like becoming a very angry, different person in that point in time. I'm running out of money. She wants to go on double date with one of her colleagues or one of her classmates. And I'm like, no, let's eat this Jimmy John's this weekend. Like, I'm just chilling. Like, no, her boyfriend's coming to town. We're going out in the future. Because I'm not just on board. She can very much decisive. And you don't have much say in it. So we go out. I'm just seeing them order up the meal. We all just bread. Get a drink. I'll have the water, lemon please. And I'm just like counting up. So I'm like, oh my God, what are we gonna do in this bill? Because that's all I've been thinking about the entire time. I look down and I see that I had a text from her. It was like, check your account. And I saw that she had quit paying me money to cover the meal, so I could put on my card. As opposed to her, pulling out hers, and I just like,
they probably still have it.
That's crazy,
it's
bro.
like Cash App or something.
That right there, I said, when I get my life together, you don't have to think. I'm marrying you because you freaking get it, bro. You with me. What was the most humiliating moments of my life? Just like she wouldn't let me lose hope.
Okay.
Pause it before it plays over.
Let me start by saying this. So Friday, one of my favorite YouTubers, he did a live. And he was talking about this.
Yeah.
And I literally put it in my notes like find clip and add to whatever, but then I saw that you did it.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Like-minded people.
And when he was talking about this on a live, I was like, Interesting. So somebody's caption said, if a woman loves you, she'll do anything for you. So give the breakdown of the video.
So pretty much, if you guys really couldn't hear the audio, There was a guy, he had lost his job. He talks about how he became very angry, very frustrated at the fact that he was no longer the sole or main provider in the relationship that he was having with this woman that is now his wife in the clip, and they're talking about it. So she details a time where he sits there and they go out with her friends for a dinner, and she know he really doesn't have it like that. So she takes it upon herself to send him some money, so it can look like he paid for the
while
dinner.
they're at the dinner.
While they're at the dinner, like we're not gonna say quick pay, but say she cashed
Zelle, Apple Pay,
quick, And he says that was one of the moments he realized that he needed to marry her and make her his wife, because she sat there and she held him down during one of his most humiliating low times in his life. So my sister,
the supporter,
user submitted question. She asked the question: was this truly a loving gesture, or was it an ego stroke?
Ego stroke. Because if it was a loving suggestion, I felt like maybe a loving suggestion to me would have been like before they went out to dinner and they had a conversation about it. Honestly, let me take that back.
I think it's both. I think it's a loving gesture that stroked his ego.
I wonder if either one of them can cook.
What? They were meeting with friends.
And then they should have just had to come over for dinner and drinks.
They wanted. He said
she obviously needed to save that money because he didn't have a job.
He said in the video though, she liked to go out. She's the type of person, she's very decisive. So if she says they're going out, they are going out. They're going out as a couple. They're going out as a couple. He did kind of preamble that before he detailed the story.
So since you like going out,
she wanted her man.
You like going out. Remember?
You need to meet my friends. Listen, I can only go by what was said in the video.
I'm talking about you.
Who, me?
You said you like to go out, right?
Oh yeah, that's part 2 of the question. Would you have paid? If y'all went out, he ain't got it. You see him ordering the water. You see him not drinking. You see him, maybe he got an appetizer when your man likes steak. Would you have zelled him the money? Because I have to really think about who I am as a person. My personality and how I show up for people.
It's not.
I know. This one ain't as easy.
Because of what they said, like when he goes out, he likes to buy all the drinks and he likes to do everything.
And that's
what gets
what
him going. That makes him.
Know.
Does it make him feel like a man? Like what does it make him feel like? It makes him feel like a fun person.
In their relationship, he started off. He showed up as the provider. He would be the one to buy the drinks. He would be the one to pay for everything until he could.
The only thing I have an issue with is I didn't like that he said that was the reason why he was marrying her. So because my ass stayed with your broke ass when you ain't had a job. That's not the reason to marry me.
The reason why he said the reason why he's sitting there and he wants to make her his wife is because she stayed with him through a humiliating time. You should want to stay with her because she understands that despite this setback, you still have the qualities and the potential to be the husband that I want to be. He worded it wrong, but then niggas ain't good with words. I feel
like he should have just okay. It was humiliating. It was humiliating for him because he wasn't able to pay for the dinner, or humiliating because he didn't have a job.
I think in general he's talking about that whole time period was very humiliating.
Oh, because I took it as the dinner and him not being able to pay. That was
probably wasn't inner humiliation for him, but it's like, damn, she didn't have to do that, but she did. Like, whatever he was going to dip into, he said his funds were getting low.
Please don't let that be a reason why you proposed to me, because I zelled you some money while we out to dinner.
He said one of the reasons. He didn't say that was the main reason, but he said one of the reasons. Now, they did preamble this and tell us that he was a provider. He came from the starting point of paying for things, but he did have a setback. And shit happens. Now, being asked the question of it being a loving gesture or ego stroke, I think it was both. I think that it was a loving gesture for her to sit there and take that tab because she
wanted to keep the momentum going of her man.
She didn't want
of her man paying for the bill.
Moods can go down real quick. So have you ever been out with a man when he like expressed to you that he didn't have he didn't have any money?
No, but
I have. It's disgusting.
But it was.
It's sad.
It was like an after the fact thing, and I'll be like, well, you should. You know what I'm saying? It's like
they don't want to say it to you.
That's like for me. If you ain't like, I'm gonna tell you straight up, I ain't got it. If I'm dating you, if we're like, I ain't got it right now. Like I feel like that's where like the open lines of like communication and trust have to come in. Like, okay, I'm communicating. Also, I'm gonna trust you. You know, with what I'm about to tell you and things like that. And or whatever. I don't know.
It's not used against.
I think maybe because I don't know.
But do you think that more women, they have the means to say they don't have it, and they're not looked at as it being humiliating as opposed to men? Because like, do you think it's like a dynamic where men are supposed to always have it?
Not according to Twitter. Not should I be saying that? Because niggas be calling bitches broke.
I ain't asking. You know, I ain't asking Twitter shit. I'm asking you. I ain't asking Twitter shit.
I feel like I feel like it's easier for us to say that.
I ain't got it right now, boo. As opposed to when you hear a man say, it's like, ew.
When I hear a man that I'm dating,
now see, a man that I'm dating is gonna be different than somebody that, even if we're dating, but if I like you, that's what I'm saying. Is I probably would have sold him the money too. See,
maybe because I know how hard it is out here. I don't know. It's weird.
I don't know about selling him the money so that it looks like he paid for it, but I would have picked up the tab. It's my friends. I wanted him to come out. He probably like, I'm
you know, she probably didn't do that, so then they won't go back and say, oh, you know, she paid for the bit. You know,
I don't care.
Give a fuck.
I would hope I'm friends with people that are not gonna talk shit about me and my significant other behind my back like that. I don't know about zelling him. I don't think my first instinct would be to zell him. But if it's somebody that I'm fucking with, somebody that I'm rocking with, somebody that I trust, somebody that has shown me that they can provide for me once they get back on their feet,
I'm gonna be like, oh, give me the bill, y'all. Give me,
I'll pay for it.
Or it's on me.
I'll go up to I've seen people, I've never had to do it, but I've seen people go up, like, you know, some people go up to the waiter and they just cover the whole thing, and they just keep it moving, they make it real discreet. I've never done it. People heard about it, people said it.
Heard about it, people said it.
Said it, I ain't never had to do it, but I would have done it if that was my man. If that was my man. All right. If that, but so yeah, I guess we answered both of them. Like, I do believe it was a loving gesture. I do believe that it was an ego stroke.
Just the last part was weird. I know it was the way he worded it.
I don't like the way he worded that either.
Yeah, I didn't like it because it made it seem like that was the
and why I don't believe in stroking egos, because I believe in the aspects of equality in the relationship.
Yes.
That's why I wouldn't have zelled him. I would have just paid for it myself.
Yeah.
Now, if you would have felt a certain type of way because I handled it and it made you look less than a man, that is a you problem that you have to deal with. I'm not stroking your ego.
Would it be stroking ego if you guys talked about it before y'all went to dinner? Like, you know,
I'm going to pay for it?
Or I'm going to send you the money?
I don't want to send the money.
Because then we're not going to know how much the bill is, so she couldn't send the money.
I feel like
I'm not doing it.
I don't like the facade of it.
I'm not doing it.
I'm paying for it.
Yeah.
You don't have it right now.
I'm just going to be like, I'm taking it, yeah.
You don't have it right now, and that's okay.
I'm pretty sure they
Especially because you've shown me that you've had it before, and you would, once you get back to that point, I expect you to hold me down again. Like I said, like I always say, relationships are risks. Those are risks you take. I'm gonna hold it down until you show me that you shouldn't be held down. So no, we're not talking about it ahead of time, because now we're planning to be disingenuous. Like I'm gonna make sure it look like you got the bill. No, I paid for it.
I'm gonna pay for it.
I'm not stroking no egos, but I will do a loving gesture.
Check your account.
No, fuck, I'm not doing that.
No. I was wondering. I was trying to put a face to the video when they first had said it. Oh Lord!
Went from a nigga that need his ego stroked to a nigga that need his face slapped.
Literally.
You guys.
He's verified.
He's itchy. I'm gonna make this very short. Let me see if I can I'm gonna read the first line.
There you go.
This popped up yesterday, and
I seen it on Instagram.
The girls are upset, as they should be. A man makes a Facebook post, and he's pretty much just writing on social media to his wife. Oh God. Solomon Bucci wrote, "You're not the most beautiful woman. Neither are you the most intelligent woman. But I've chosen to never find perfection in anyone else. I put my gaze on you, and with that commitment, we should mold ourselves for ourselves. Our perfection is our commitment. Stating that you're not the most beautiful, intelligent might sound like it's not a compliment, yeah, but it's a realistic base of real love. Acknowledging that my woman isn't the best, but I'm not looking for the best. I was looking for you. And I found you. There's no best. There's just someone you choose and see them in the see the best in them. And I'm gonna stop there because that's enough for me to read your Miranda rights, Mr. Solomon. You are stupid. You're calling this woman slow.
And she's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
She is gorgeous.
He's
the ugly one.
I need to know who this motherfucker was pulling before her. Cause I'm sure this is his
her
best.
smile is fucking
I need to know who this nigga was pulling before her. So
like,
in a post where you're saying that right now you two are, I guess it's a long distance thing. I miss you. I love you. Distance makes you go stronger. But you're sitting here and you're saying that real love is not based on the physicality of the relationship. But yet you brought up the fact that she is not the most beautiful to you and she's not the most intelligent. So you played on physical aspects just to say that you miss your wife.
And what she said, somebody said, it's clear he's just trying to humble her, tear her down because of his own insecurity. She's literally out of his league and he knows it.
Knows it. Clearly this distance is probably distance between them because of a job. He probably resents her for going and doing something that's going to better her as a woman, knowing that he can't sit there. He doesn't have enough to keep her. He makes a post like this. Probably in a million years didn't think that it would make the rounds that it did.
When ugly men treat you like you're the ugly one.
We spoke about this.
That pisses me the fuck off.
But not even on a physical aspect.
No, on personality.
He's just mean.
He's mean. That was mean. I said
you're just
that.
a mean ass.
When I saw that, I said that's
being
mean.
An
That's
ugly
mean.
Nigga,
That's
you're
mean.
A mean
That's
nigga.
mean.
Because in any way, shape, or form, you're like
me too.
I miss you.
I stopped reading. You're not the most beautiful woman. I stopped reading.
Because what does that have to do with anything? What does my physical appearance and then not even the most beautiful woman was a fucking kick in the throat. But then you're gonna sit there and you're gonna add in and you're not the most intelligent.
Excuse me.
You settle for me, sir.
Together.
Did you see that fucking ring he got her? A nigga with it's the audacity for you to come out and downplay me, and I'm supposed to be your wife. And then you sum it up by sitting here and saying that love is not based on physical things, but yet that's what you brought up. That's the first thing in the first line. What does mean even if I'm not, first of all, 9 out of 10 niggas is gonna say she's gorgeous. And the fact that your own husband is gonna downplay your looks for any reason. Now, if he would, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, because there's, like I always say, you might think somebody is drop dead gorgeous, I might not, and vice versa. But what does that have to do with the fact that you're expressing that you miss somebody? Expressing that you love somebody for who they are. You could have literally said, I love you for all you've done for me, who you are as a person. I miss you. There's so many things that could have been taken out.
And him saying that, I know he don't talk to her nice. I know he doesn't.
I know he doesn't. Somebody was like, when women don't even know they're in abusive relationships. Yeah. So then another guy was like, this is not abuse.
Yes, it is.
Oh, because he's not calling her a bitch, a slut, a whore. He's not using profanity and expletives. This is it. I'm not gonna even sit here and going to, this is mean. And being mean is abusive. What do you mean I'm not intelligent? I'm not the most intelligent. Who the fuck did you have before me? And even if you made me your wife, why are you ever speaking to me or regarding me in this manner?
He would never hear from me again.
And then to put it on social media?
Girl.
Mr. Bucci, you're the dumb one.
He's verified. What does he do?
I don't know. I don't know why he's verified.
No, everybody's verified on Twitter now.
Yeah, you could pay to get verified. I don't understand Mr. Bucci. I don't understand who this was for. It definitely wasn't for his wife. This is disrespectful.
I want to see. I gotta see if she if they found the girl.
Man, and then the fact that I actually did see people trying to cape for his words, like, oh, I knew where he was going and I knew where he was trying to go. No, because that was a clear, sure way of motherfuckers who were, that they try to be profound and they just end up sounding stupid. Whole entire post was stupid. Sir, go delete your life. More or less your fucking Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. Because you got the girls pissed.
Alright.
What is something you will not apologize for? I'll go first. I am a romantic. It took me a long time to figure that out, that was one of my big issues in dating. But I am not going to apologize for that. I am excited about love. I still believe in love. I do not want a practical relationship. Bills are practical. Traffic is practical. Work is practical. I want sparks. I want to come home to you or meet you out for dinner and kiss your lips and want to melt inside your body. I want a man who looks at my booty every time it walks by.
I know that's right.
I want a man who can't keep his hands off of me. Except when we're asleep and it's too hot for that.
Yeah.
Unless we're doing it. But other than that, it's too hot. I want a man that while I'm sitting in the car, he just pump gas, he goes inside real quick, and he comes out with my favorite candy.
We all stay in the car.
Everybody stays.
I know you said you like Bora Bora like 6 months ago. They got some tickets on sale. What if I get the tickets, you get the hotel room? You're listening to me, babe. Yeah, I can do that. If we're both going into this situation as complete adults, meaning that we both handle our own affairs, why can't we have sparks in romance? Why can't we have that together? I'm going to eat. I'm going to pay my bills. I'm going to buy my clothes. And I'm going to do all these things with or without you. But what I can't do without you is laugh until 3 a.m. to the point where we want to call out like we're 20 years old. I want flowers sent to the job. I want to come home and have flowers on the table because my baby bought them for me. And I want to figure out what he likes to make him smile too. Because I still believe in love. I am a romantic. And I'm not going to apologize for that.
You damn right, Tracy. Her name is not Tracy.
What's the emoji? I love. You don't know the finger, the hearts, the new one? You didn't update your phone?
I seen it, but who am I use that with? Who am I
Anybody?
use that for?
Okay.
All right then.
I love that. I'm with sis.
Let me tell you something. We spoke about this on a previous episode. Like, I asked the question, I think it was in my miscellaneous, do you need to be with somebody that's romantic?
Yes.
And I think you did say yes. I think I did say yes. So we did speak on that aspect, but what does romance look like to you right now?
I can't answer that. I really can't.
Like, at all?
At all. Like, okay, I would say flowers.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm not going to answer because I'm not in that space. I'm not going to answer. I really really don't know.
I'm going to be honest with you.
I really don't know.
You might need to reset your aspects and see what romance is to you. But think about things that have given you butterflies in the past. Think about memories that you actually did enjoy when somebody was trying to be sweet. No, I'm trying to word it. Like when somebody was trying to be sweet or be romantic. Because I'm going to be honest with you too. Like right now, what romance looks like, I don't necessarily know. So I'm in the same boat. But I know things that I do want to do, or things that I think that I would be
okay, so I would say
to.
I would want it to be like if I'm at work or something, and him to text me and be like, when you get off work or whatever, go home, shower and get dressed. We going out. Yeah. Or coming, whatever. If we don't live, whatever, because we might not live together. You whatever coming over like to, to bring me flowers. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember the last time I talked to a guy on the phone or even even FaceTime.
Right there.
You know what I'm saying? Like I love
that's romantic.
I love talking. And you also know what I love. People might not. I love when if I'm at work. I love when you call me at work and I'm at my desk or something like that. I love
I'm going
that.
to answer.
I love that.
I'm gonna giggle.
Like I love that, and I just to me it's really the simple things that go a long way. Like yeah.
I go over your house. Give me a pair of shorts and some t-shirt to wear.
Just chilling.
Rub my feet.
Watching TV. Watching a movie.
Watch TV. I really want somebody to grease my scalp.
Rub my scalp.
Like, really give me a scalp.
And you know what is romantic to me is going to be coming from them, because I feel like I've always been the one to suggest things. It coming from them.
So that was part 2 of the question is, are you usually the more romantic partner?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like I've always been like the just because person. Like if I go out, if I go to Target like for tampons or something, and you know you go in Target, you're not just going to where you're supposed to go. So if you're walking around, like you can see something we were talking about 3 days ago, right? Place. If he could have been like, oh, like I've been wanting, like it could be even something simple like, yo, if we could be talking like, yo, I need to go get me some white pair of socks. You know what I'm saying? Just something like this, whatever. Like
I think romance. I think the aspect of listening and really receiving and hearing what somebody is saying, that can be romantic in itself. Like, oh, I like this, getting it for them. Or, oh, I want to do this, booking the tickets.
Or do you?
Or just even just
not having to ask me compliments.
Reassuring somebody.
And compliments, okay, like, for example, for my ex, he will always give me compliments, but then I feel like his compliments was just like, it just... Not that it didn't feel like sincere. It just felt like it became like a routine now. You get what I'm saying? It's like it's like, I don't know. I'm a fucking.
But routine compliments might not be the problem.
That was coming from?
Maybe.
That's true.
That's worst case scenario. Or it could be, it's not that he wasn't being genuine. There's other shit going on.
I'll be like, okay, like, all right, like you said that 5 minutes ago. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, okay, like, all right.
Especially
like,
if it's being repetitive. And
yeah, I'm like, it was overbearing at some point. I'm like, okay, like you said that 5 minutes ago. Like,
and
okay.
And if there's other shit going on, those compliments might not be received the best way. Like, we're not going to be arguing and then you tell me, oh, you look good. The fuck you talking about, bro? Like, so romance, it can show up in different ways. I've had romantic gestures done for me, but I've never been in a space for me to really get in my romantic bag.
Or you know what it is?
Even in the relationship, I realized even last episode, I be referring back to this relationship so much, but it's the only experience.
And that's fine.
It is what it is. It's my experience. But sometimes I felt like...
I'd rather have 1 than 6 bad ones.
I'd rather have 6.
6 bad ones and 1 bad one?
4 good ones, 2 bad.
Okay.
You know, good ratio. Just more experiences in life, you know, in general. I think that when I wanted to be romantic, because certain partners don't come from a place of vulnerability, so they don't really know what to do with it, it was always looked at as a joke or perceived as they wouldn't take it serious. Yeah. So then you be like, I'm gonna push back, like, oh, yeah. I'll be like, yo, I'm gonna take you out. And I got word. What? I just said I'm going to plan something for us to do. I'm going to take you out. I'm going to pay for a trip. I'll offer to pay for a trip. To my man. Nah. And then you end up going on the trip by yourself, or you end up going with like friends. You didn't want to go with me. Say that. It's
insulting.
You gotta build romance back up.
Yeah.
Because you can lose certain points. I saw
it makes you not want to do it.
There you go.
For example,
because you don't want to be played. That rejection is a real thing.
My ex years ago when I was in Baltimore, the one thing I would say I take away was how much like we talked to each other and we talked about certain things that that meant a lot to us. Where it came to like gifts, where I always got him. I'm like the more of a I listen to you like sentimental gifts. For example, his sister, his older sister had passed away, so I got him the dog tag with the diamonds around it with his sister's picture. And then he smoked weed, but then he loved going to the casino, so I got him a grinder, but it looked like the casino chips and stuff like that or whatever. And then like he said he had like Skittles and stuff like that. So I got him Skittles, and then like this watch or what he was talking about. It's just certain things. And now because of how we are right now in a society, I feel like those things don't matter. It's all about designer and materialistic things. And I know it's not everyone. I know it's not every guy, but that's what it just feels like. That I feel like now, like the guys that I have dated or been talking to, like sentimental gifts wouldn't mean shit. They rather have what the fuck is this? That's with me. That's my whole thing. That's why I get pushed back. It's like, is it really going to, mean something, or do this nigga just really want these fucking these fucking Louis
Palm
Vuitton,
Angel
Palm Angel sweatpants or some fucking Louis Vuitton sneakers or some Prada bucket hat or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that.
Regular everyday shit that you could probably get for yourself, but you
On
only sleep a bitch
AliExpress,
for
right? Oh. What they be doing? They be
You giving the girl secrets now.
No, not the Armani shirt. Remember? But yeah, so that's what I mean. Like now, because I just don't know, and that to me is I love giving gifts, and I be damn.
We have to build back trust.
Nope.
We have to attempt
I'm
to
scared.
get to. Let me tell you something. When I say build back trust, it ain't full throttle. Just go back and just build back trust in these niggas, especially if they're still not. You meet another nigga tomorrow, he's nice, this, then 30, still not proving to you or proving anything to you in a relationship regard or to take them serious. It's building back a certain amount of trust within ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
No, like we need to build back
That's
our self-assurance.
Yeah, it's
to know that we can weed out the bullshit so that another motherfucker can't come in and infiltrate our peace that we are trying to build in ourselves, try to dismantle our healing that we are trying to provide for ourselves. We'll be skilled enough to see red flags and decipher them and not keep giving chances to those red flags. We got to build trust back in ourselves. I don't trust myself right now in the aspects of dealing with anybody, and why I had said recently, like, I'm not allowing anybody to touch me.
no.
Not even on a physical aspect. I'm not even talking about fucking. I'm talking about come near me in any capacity,
vibe, right.
not touch my energy, not touch my spirit, until I can trust myself to pick and weed out the bullshit that comes with dating and certain niggas. Like, I don't trust my meter is off. It's been tampered with. So I need to get it back to the point where I trust myself to know that I'm not dating.
Not working.
I'm not dating potential anymore.
Charger broke.
You got to come with intention.
You have to.
Clear, straight, concise intentions.
You have
Even if your intention is to fuck, I need to know that. I need to decipher that. That needs to be put out on Front Street and needs to be truthful.
Yeah, and I had to do that.
Stop with the games and the sneaky bullshit.
The
I'm
sneaky
30.
bullshit.
And sometimes I think I'm never gonna be on the aspect of being toxic enough for some of these niggas. I'm sorry, they crave that shit. It's all they know. They don't want to know better. I am not a ruffle and tussle type of bitch. You are not fighting with me. I'm not going through shit. I ain't going and looking for nothing. You're gonna be bored if you're used to some way chaotic shit. Now we can have fun. But if you want misery and chaos is not necessary, and if that's what you're looking for, please move on. If you're looking at me, I'm not giving it to you. I've never been toxic, and I stand proud and tall on that, and I'm never doing it.
You should.
I'm never doing it. It's not in my spirit. I don't have it. I don't have the energy. I don't have the mental capacity. Now we can have fun, but I refuse for that fun to be rooted in toxicity. I can't do it. I've never been able to do it. I don't give a fuck enough.
It's draining.
I don't give a fuck enough.
It's draining, and you lose yourself, and then you literally have to dig deep within you to find yourself, and it's not easy.
And digging yourself out of certain holes, that shit is deep seated. Like, it can dismantle all work you've even put in on yourself. If you've started the work on yourself, that you can revert back to bullshit. Like, nah,
real easy.
Not doing it. Yeah, it's real easy to get lost in another person. Not doing it. That's the PSA, by the way.
Period.
Yo. Where were we?
Priorities.
Oh my goodness.
What's your priority? Oh wait, pause. To go to this romantic thing. So
yes,
my whole girl, she just got we work together, but she got a new job. So you know how when you're in transition of a new job, you know how you have your last. Girl, they gonna fly in that little thing. Your last check in between when you get your new check from your job. Job she really wanted. Bam. Cool. Her boyfriend, his birthday's coming up. And he's just been talking about they haven't planned anything. That's what he's been talking about. So he wanted to go on a trip somewhere. In state. Whatever. But he's always talking about like with his cousins and like his friends. She didn't take any because they traveled before.
Yeah.
She didn't take any offense to that. Cool. She's in between jobs or whatever. They don't live together. He lives wherever he lives. She lives at her house. Cool. So she doesn't have it like that financially. Mm-hmm. So she thought it would have been a good idea because she has a flight credit. And I'm like, damn girl, we could have took a trip together too because I got a flight credit too, but she can't go nowhere because you have those days that you're supposed to be in. So she thought, girl, she thought it would have been a good idea if she hit her boyfriend cousin up and was like, have you guys planned a trip?
And invite herself?
No. And he was like, yeah, I'm thinking about us going to either Atlanta or Miami. He's like, oh, cool. Okay, cool. Let me know. I'm going to get his ticket.
Okay.
So what she did was she told him that she was like, she has a flight credit that she hasn't been able to. She's not going to be able to use it. It's going to be expired by the time.
So go
whatever.
Give it to somebody else.
So she was like, how about, I talked to your cousin, you guys, you could pick between Atlanta or Miami. I'll fly you out, put it towards my credit, and if anything else, I'll pay for the extra. Because she already got him, like, I think, like three outfits or something like that, and a pair of sneakers, something he had wanted. But he got upset because he was like, a flight credit? She was really upset, and I wanted to beat his ass.
She want a girlfriend?
That's what I said. I said, bitch, tell your job. I said,
three outfits?
Ask your job.
Girl, you had me at the 3 outfits.
3 outfits.
No, I'm a sucker for
and a
clothes.
pair of shoes.
That's all I needed.
And she was going to use her flight credit to fly him out.
I was going to use my flight credit? What? Because I didn't buy the ticket?
But she did. In actuality,
I bought the ticket. I just bought it a minute ago.
Mm-hmm. I was like, damn. I was like, we could have went somewhere because I had a
ungrateful.
flight credit too.
That's
I felt bad.
To me.
I felt really bad.
I don't know him.
She said I could talk about it on a podcast because I was really mad too.
Okay.
I was mad for her too.
Because
I asked her. I
don't know their history.
No,
but and he might be a good guy. I always say that. I just like so, but
I don't because I don't be in in the thick of it. Not. I only know like what I see. He's always came off as a very nice guy.
And he could be, but this was a little ungrateful of him. I think it was ungrateful of him, especially because on top of that, the flight credit enough could have been your gift.
Girl, because flights is $500 to go to down the street.
Like that could have been your gift alone. On top of the outfits and the shoes, and you're saying...
And it wasn't Old Navy outfits either, honey.
Like, I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Because niggas, like you said, niggas don't be wanting cheap shit. Like, I feel like that's a little ungrateful. I feel like he needs to reevaluate what he's even saying. She paid for that ticket. It's just she paid for it a minute ago. And you should be oh so lucky that she actually saved some money when she's in between jobs. A job that she actually wants. Are you even thinking about that? So it's kind of ungrateful.
It is.
Don't really like that. Hope they work that out. I don't like that though.
Shit, me paying for something that's very romantic, okay?
Nigga. So honestly, gifts, I'll be just wanting the motherfucker to pay a bill.
Girl.
Pay my car note for the month.
Girl.
Bitch. Love you long time.
Pay my Hulu.
Huh?
I said pay my Hulu. That shit $15. I could be using that sometimes.
You know, I'm gonna be a little ungrateful. You ain't gonna pay the Hulu.
A lot. Hulu, you gonna pay all of them. Hulu.
You put all of them together.
Now, if you use my bitch, you gonna pay for that shit. I'm starting to send out invoices to let everybody know. Starting August 1st. Except for one of them because somebody else pays for the other one. So if you stars, you don't gotta worry about that.
Hope my HBO plug don't never decide to get petty.
Don't put that out there because it ain't really know. It ain't like that. Change it yourself.
I'm not toxic.
Okay. Priorities. What are your priorities as of right now? Mentally, financially, romantically.
Etc.
Romantically, it's not a priority. That's
not at all.
Bottom of my list.
I'll be like so into
in the toilet.
episode.
Financially,
not in the toilet.
It is.
Okay.
And I haven't flushed it, but it's in the toilet.
It's just sitting there, trying to save money.
And I have to scoop it out.
It's nasty. It's locked up. You gotta drain it, Drano.
Yeah.
No. Okay. So my priority, romantically,
it's not the first thing on my list.
It's not even the fifth.
If it comes my way, it comes my way. But I'm not forcing it. I'm not looking for it. I'm not doing anything.
There you go. Right there. Wholeheartedly agree. Just don't have the time for it. Financially, I need to save.
Yep.
I need to become more fiscally responsible when it comes to my coint, my money. I make a good amount of money, but I'm not seeing it in the ways and the positions that I want.
That's
to
like
see
me. Like what's
need
it,
to be able
like
to
what's
make
it
my
called? I
shit
told
grow.
I'm not when it comes to going like after I had went to Tops that other day. I said I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like it's just certain. I'm just not. It's just
There are the nights when you spend money, and because it was a vibe, you don't mind. And then there's certain nights it's just
even
like,
if it wasn't, I'd be like, damn, like
nah, if it's a
I
vibe,
can have it, but I feel like a vibe.
it
But
depends. It depends on how good of a night.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, that night when I went to that rooftop, and I didn't even spend all the money that I should have spent that night, but that shit was a vibe.
Yeah, that's fine, but not you cannot.
But
I'm not having.
not doing that all the
I'm not
time.
having unexpected vibes 3 nights a week.
That's what I'm saying. That's the last spontaneous fun that I've had. Other stuff that I've gone through since then. It's literally been I've planned to go out. I'm going to these set places. I paid for them ahead of time. They've been budgeted into my budget, and that's what it's been. Or I'm staying my ass home.
Yep.
It's been about 2-3 Saturdays in a row I've been in the house.
That's what. And then I had to.
And I used to get restless. I'm no longer doing that.
I literally had to go through everything that I have to pay for monthly. So I wrote down with Netflix, Hulu. I wrote down like the day it comes out and how much, and then even like I pay for an editing app or whatever. And I just every time I check my account, I seen it for like every week.
What the fuck
So I
is
had to
this?
call Apple, and she was like, "Oh, that's for the thing." I'm like, I just had to make
I
sure.
forgot about that shit,
Yeah,
yeah.
I had to just like make sure like what it was for and stuff like that. But financially, like I do have to literally like you
it's
know,
hustle and bustle.
yeah.
Hustle and buckle.
Mm-hmm.
Hustle to buckle that money down.
Mm-hmm.
I need to see where my money is going. I need to see what I'm doing, and that's why I had tweeted the other day like, first 3 weeks of August is all getting money. I have clients every week, and I'm not going anywhere. There's no there. If you haven't invited me anywhere by this week to go out in the next 3 weeks, I'm not going.
Yep, I know
That's just it.
The weekend of the 12th, my mom's coming down here, so we just gonna be in here.
There
eating
you go.
crabs, chilling.
There you go.
This weekend coming up. Is that thing this weekend? That sports thing?
Yeah, that's
But
Saturday.
that's different.
But that's
That-
fine because I
yeah.
got you your ticket already.
But-
that was paid for way long ago.
Other than that,
I have a concert on Sunday with Oprah and Gail. That's all.
mm-hmm.
From that to whenever my cousin's supposed to have a little birthday cookout the same weekend your mom's supposed to be coming down, he might, and that's not even finalized. Other than that,
Who's your
but
man?
then no, my cousin Trey.
Oh,
But other than that,
do he live far away?
like a 45-minute hour. That's why I told him he gotta let me know because I need to really get in my head that I'm going to that shit because that hour drive to West Jersey that ain't too fun. But
yeah,
I do want to see his house. So
It's like halted in the
Gotta plan
the
it.
end of August.
End of
when
August
that's
is the
all.
turn up.
That's the turn up.
I said y'all ain't gonna see me to the 20th, but then prepare to be sick of me.
You better be sick of me.
Prepare to be sick of me, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because I got some things, but even that, those things have been budgeted in, paid for in advance, and thought about clear and concise. There, I'm not doing the spontaneous fun. Can't nobody hit me up and be like, let's go somewhere Saturday. Not anymore. Not because there's certain things that I want to do.
Especially especially if I have to realize like I really have to be like stern on. I mean with the fuck I mean.
Because I do
like,
get restless. I like to go out.
But even
I have to be smart about it.
Even if for me now, I don't want to keep paying for the same repetitive things.
Yeah, I refuse.
Like I do like, you know what I'm saying, like going out to get drinks and eating, but that cannot be my norm anymore. Like it just cannot. Like I just can't. Like I'm just like half the time now I can make good drinks. I can make a fucking drink myself. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a
bottle of wine and ship it and get
yes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
and I get it. Sometimes you
even
want
the food,
the atmosphere and the vibe of going out, but I need to be planned. Like if I go out for a brunch, it needs to be planned and ahead of time. The spontaneous factors, I've done enough of it to suffice me for a long time. There are going to be times where we just pick up and we be like, I can afford this right now. Let's do this. You have like-minded people. You go out. We do this and a third. But it's going to be very far and few now because I think a lot of us are on the same page when it comes to stuff. Like you used to seeing your friends every Friday, every Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
That's just not going to happen.
I'm just good with literally like it's a lot of new things that have new series that are coming out on Hulu and things like that, and I'm okay with it.
I want to do. I like being outside. I'm not gonna hold you. I like being outside, but I like more or the physical aspects. I am getting into my little shows in my bags. There's certain things that I'm getting into the show bag. Like there's certain things that are gonna be coming back out. Like I'm cool with having a chill Sunday where maybe I just get some ice cream and I watch P-Valley. Like I'm cool with that.
I'm just not going. And for me, I'm just every weekend. I'm not going out for dinner or drinks. I'm just not. It's just how I and it has
especially
to be a really
if somebody ain't paying for it.
Yeah, like, and that's the thing too.
Now, see, if somebody's paying for it, it'd be different.
That's the difference. And then also about like with us going out. I'm sorry. I'm tired of always having to pay for my own drink. Like I meant like I remember like back in Baltimore we would go out or whatever to like.
These niggas ain't cut from the same cloth.
They not. They were all. You know what I'm saying? Baltimore. They always got a drink. Always.
Listen. I've gotten drinks in certain places.
Not that it wasn't my goal. Like I'm like, I'm going out to Nicki and buy me a drink. It's just always been a hospitality that, you know what I'm saying, I've always, you know, like received and stuff like that. And out here, no, bitch. Like, what's wrong?
If I plan on, as I say, like if I make a clear and concise point to go out somewhere, I'm not depending on nobody to buy me a drink. They just don't do it anymore.
They just don't.
But then again,
it would be nice. You know
I
what I'm saying?
have to sit there and pay. But it'd be nice, but I don't know.
I just be tired of.
I don't care.
I just be like,
because if I'm planning to go out, then I'm budgeting the fact that I have to spend money on certain things. That's why I'm not going out to every and anywhere. Like if I'm going certain places, I know it's gonna be for that. Because if I wait around for a motherfucker to let me get my libations and have a good time, I'm gonna be waiting around.
Oh no, definitely not waiting around. But I'm just saying, like it would be. That's I guess the part. Like that's just I don't know.
Chivalry is halfway dead.
It's dead, girl.
Halfway dead. They ain't dead no more. But you know, priorities is mostly just. And then on the mental aspect,
I'm all over the place.
But my priority is to get it back where it needs to be. It's about me. These are my selfish years. This is the time where I need to put me first in what I need to do to actually get to the point where I want to get to. And even if that point is beyond what I even had imagined in the introduction of where I'm going. If I need to go further, I need to at least get into the aspect of.
You know what I always when I was watching her, when I always see people like this, like when it comes on the aspects of like, you know, like Lauren London and like I always wonder like
that Angie Martinez interview was the first time I watched an interview with her. I never watched
like when it comes to the part of like being healed and like being in that mental space, I always wonder like the work, you know what I'm saying, like it takes to get, you know what I'm saying, I feel like you almost literally have to shut out the outer world for that to happen.
It depends on what you've gone through.
Yeah.
I will be transparent and say that I do think once I pick back up with therapy, there are going to be certain things that I'm going to have to cut off. And I think that I'm pushing off therapy because I'm naive in the aspect that I don't want to cut certain things off from my life. But there's going to be certain things that I'm going to have to dismantle. There's going to be certain limitations and restrictions that I'm going to have to put up for me to get right mentally. Because I know I have a certain amount of self-awareness, but I really got to put work in to be consistent in bettering myself. And it just has to happen because at this point it's all talk and there's no action behind it. Like her level of healing, and for her to go through something so fucking profound and so traumatic in the public eye, and to be at a higher capacity of healed than most people. There is most people that have not even had a semblance of grief that she's gone through. And yet, they're not even a quarter of the way.
Right.
50% of the way, even to the point to get to the point of where she is when she's healed. That says a lot about the work that she's done in the last 3 years. It says a lot.
You gotta get back to business.
That's it.
You gotta get yourself together.
I think our priorities, it's safe to say it's about us. Hey.
As always.
It's about us. And that shouldn't be offensive to anybody.
Nope.
It is what it is.
And when somebody call me selfish, yep.
I am though.
Sure am.
I never was.
I don't give a fuck about it. When somebody calls me selfish, sure, I'm loud and proud. Sure am. Because
not in a way that was conducive to
because you know how we always say like the word like hoe has a negative connotation on it or whatever.
Selfish does
selfish
too,
and bitter, like bitter as a thing or whatever.
But you're allowed to, and I had to learn that. You're allowed to feel bitter with certain things.
You're allowed to be selfish.
That let the nasty taste in your mouth. You're allowed to be bitter. When
people think selfish, people think like, oh, like you're never like, oh, you're never gonna do for nobody else. No. We're
not talking. When we say we're being selfish, it's selfish on the aspect of doing
for me,
doing for us. You better yourself, and the things around you will fall into place. You have to be selfish and better yourself so that you can be good for things and people around you.
And if you ever have a moment when something happens and somebody calls you selfish and they say you don't care,
it's because they
say,
can't use you.
Say, oh well.
It's not. You're no longer for their need, their consumption. So now you are selfish because you are choosing yourself as opposed to putting your own needs in the back burner and choosing to put theirs first. That's when you get the negative connotation of selfish. Because there's a lot of people out here that are for self.
To me, they're selfish on the negative aspect.
No, they're for self.
Yeah, for self. Because you want
you can be selfish and it don't be negative, but when you are just for self, that's the demon part of it. That's the nasty part of it. There's a lot of people out here going around and they're saying, I'm selfish, I'm this, that. You're not selfish, you're for self. You're all in all for you, what's better for you, and not better for you on the aspect of bettering yourself because you need to. For you, because you're trying to see what you can get from other people, how you can bring down other people, how you can use other people.
Period.
Nasty
word. Nasty word.
Let's get into this miscellaneous file. Go off on y'all ass.
Number 1, the worst of them all.
The worst of them all.
Oh my god.
Who is the worst villain in a movie or TV series of all fucking time?
Acting wise?
No, just like in general, their characters just they're evil. Who is the worst supervillain of all time?
Moesha.
What? I didn't think you were gonna.
She was an evil bitch. I'm trying to think. Damn.
Moesha?
She was evil. Are you kidding me?
She was.
She was a horrible daughter, a horrible stepdaughter, a horrible sister,
a horrible daughter. They did. That was a terrible
mean.
lie.
She was mean.
Frank
to
Mitchell
D.
was the worst.
Yeah,
TV
she was
father
mean
of
to
all
D.
time.
D ain't did shit to her ass.
That's teenage shit.
Please.
Her mama died. Daddy went with D real quick. That's regular shit.
She was mean, but
she wasn't the villain though.
I don't know. What shows do I watch with a fucking villain? I don't know, because every
The Night King.
Who?
The Night King.
On
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
That nigga had us pulling out hair, bitch. Every Sun. That was a sick motherfucker.
I didn't start watching Game of Thrones until like y'all, and that's when I feel like. I didn't start watching it till late too, and then I just it was like a snow week, and I literally binge watched everything.
Cersei, that bitch is evil, but then you kind of have. It's certain people you can't have empathy for, but you can kind of have empathy for Cersei because you know what she went through to become the evil bitch that she was. But the Night King, that's it.
Damn,
that's an
evil
nigga.
What shows have I can't say anybody from Power because I like every psychotic person.
That was a villain on there.
I like every person on there. Like I don't.
That DA was annoying though. Angela, wasn't she a villain?
She's a villain.
No, she's not. You don't feel bad for Angela? That bitch got caught the fuck up.
No, that's her business. She should have stopped.
No, okay, once she found out, but she was lied to for a while.
Yeah, she was.
She's not a villain.
Pussy don't fail me that.
Who?
I don't know. What shows have a fucking... I'm trying to think. And I probably can't even think of their names. There's a lot of shows that I've watched.
There's a lot of villains that I just understand where they're coming from. And
where else?
There's a lot. The Wire.
Who was the villain on there?
Marlo.
See, I like it though.
I liked him. Loved Marlo.
I've never that show. I never walked away like
Breaking Bad. Jesse got on my fucking nerves, but then I understand why Jesse became the way he became, and he was I'm trying to think of shows that I've like really. True Blood. I loved Eric.
Yeah, I love True Blood.
Shit.
Ooh, Lafayette, rest in peace.
Started fucking Sookie like that.
Ooh, that was a damn. I'm making want to play that shit back. I'm trying to What are you doing?
Freaky. Ooh, caught.
What are you doing in the laundry?
Rocky, you're a villain. Like the Night King, because that nigga's just evil.
Okay, I would say the Night King.
He's just
I'm gonna go with the Night King. I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna just stick with mine. I'm just saying Moesha. She was a villain. She was not a nice person.
Mo to the E to the love in the morning.
It was sad because in real life she was really jealous of Countess Vaughn, and that's sad.
I don't believe that Brandy was jealous of Countess Vaughn.
You don't think so? She was the funny girl. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I actually went down like a spiral on YouTube, and I searched like Moesha behind the scenes.
She might have been. Look at
and
Mario.
I've seen like a lot of fucking Oh yeah, look at him.
I wasn't following him on Instagram though. He annoying me.
Me too.
Yeah.
Look at the
I love
braids.
his outfits, but
love
he's annoying me.
He always had the braids.
Yes, he did.
Like a spirit boyfriend, but he treated her like shit in this damn in the show. I'm gonna stick with Moesha. Are you gonna say the Night King?
Blair Underwood, she was a villain for a little bit.
Who?
Gossip Girl, but I ended up
Blair, that's the man.
No.
Blake Lively.
Blake Lively is her real name. I'm talking about Blair Underwood was.
Oh, you know that's
Leighton
a black man that acts. That's the actor.
That was her. Oh, that's crazy. Blake Underwood is my guy.
Yeah, that's
I love him.
yeah.
But that's like that was.
That's her name is Blake Lively
Yeah.
in real life.
Blake. Okay, so Blake Lively played Serena Williams. So Blair Underwood in the show was Leighton Meester.
Tennis?
No, yeah, Serena. That was her name in the show. In
Serena Williams. Why would they name her Serena Williams?
Was it Williams?
No.
Yeah. Let me look up Gossip Girl character.
I haven't finished Gossip Girl. I actually started.
So Blake Lively played Serena. Leighton Meester played Blair. And that's all I got for you.
Oh.
Because that's all that matters.
What about what's his name? What's his name a villain? And did you watch You?
I love Joe.
The girl. Penny. Was her name Penny?
No, oh shit,
The baby mama.
Why am I not getting her name right now?
She was psycho.
She ended up dying though.
I'm just kidding.
Sorry.
I'm just playing. I
My
see
bad.
it.
Yeah, I gotta go with the Night King. That's the worst villain ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like movies, I can't even get into that bag. Not even.
I don't be remembering.
Like, what the fuck am I supposed to say for movie?
Yeah.
Oh, worst fucking villain.
Soul Food. The cousin Faith, she was a villain.
The whole family against Terry was the fucking villain. Okay, the whole fucking.
I would
family
never watch a movie ever again after that breakdown.
Terry.
I'm never watching that movie ever again.
I am.
So you can go
I
pick
love
back
that
up on
movie.
what that was fucked
It's
up.
like a curse.
I didn't even realize. I didn't.
Big Mama too. Rest in peace.
Yes,
she
girl,
was his
fuck
shit
you.
too.
Yeah.
She was his shit too.
What you fucking? I'm fucking struggling to take care of your family. You got all this fucking money hid away, bitch. Fuck you. You getting 2 words on your motherfucking tombstone.
Bye, bitch.
No, you only get R.I.P. R.I.P. 3 letters.
No, I'm gonna say Mr. from The Color Purple, Danny Glover's character. He was a fucking dirty dog villain.
He was.
Yes. Nasty bitch. Let's end this motherfucker before I get mad again.
Sister, you've been on my mind. You alright, Rob? Episode 112. I'm gonna say it properly. 112. If I Said What I Said podcast. Starring your girl Jazzy. You can follow me on Instagram at Jazzy, of course. Make sure you guys follow the podcast at I Said What I Said podcast. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to our YouTube.
You can follow me on IG at Coco the Don Dada. You can follow my client makeup page at Coco Face Paint. You can follow this podcast on Twitter at ISWIS I Said What I Said Pod. Bye, you all.